Methane is 21 times more harmful to the ozone layer as compared to the carbon dioxide. So any organic matter buried into the anaerobic condition where there is no oxygen, it will produce methane.
If you have visited the Achan, what they call landfill, which is a heap of mud-covered raw waste, stinking and bubbling there. I see 2 time bombs left for future generations, because in the absence of oxygen, the nitrogen becomes NH3, ammonia, smells like a urinal. The sulfur, in the absence of oxygen, becomes H2S, smells like a rotten egg. And that is what causes the stink in dumping grounds where the waste is in a heap without any air reaching it.
It will be visible to you in pond where somebody has thrown garbage or a thing, some bulbul and some kind of those little bubbles coming out. That is the methane which is getting escaped, and people living around that, or you stand there, you inhale lot of methane. If you remain longer time there, you will become unconscious because methane damages the neurosystem.
Imagine a rotten tomato. If you keep it in the sun on a windowsill, after 1 week, it can dry to powder. If you keep the same rotten tomato inside a plastic bag, keep it in the sun for the same time, it won't dry to a powder. It will give you a stinky, smelly liquid that is called leachate, because in the absence of air, you get liquid. And you get a lot of stink.
You can avoid bad smell by closing your nose, something like that. You can avoid getting sick by not eating a bad smelly material, but you can't avoid breathing bad air throughout the night, throughout the day, and all. So you are more exposed to bad air. So you are sending all the pollutant on top of the head, and whatever it goes up, it will come down.
The world's water is in great danger because of leaking plastics and waste. Even lakes, rivers, and wetlands have not been spared. These too are turning into dumping sites.
Government क्या करा सानी खतर नाइन सती कून छोट या दरिया फ्लड चलने गो ोटी ोट तुम त्रो नजर शारे अ वन नबर नीर बच्चे नीर नबर हून बच्चे नीर नबर इन्फेक्शन गसान छातन ये गंदगी पूरे श्रीनगर गंदगी लगावान ये दूध गंगा मज।
हमने कचरे को कचरा समझा, जबकि कचरा हमारे लिए कचरा नहीं है। यदि कचरे का हम उचित पद्धति से उपयोग करते तो ये कचरा हमारे लिए बिजली बन सकता था, ये कचरा हमारे लिए खाद बन सकता था, और इस कचरे का उपयोग हम देश की समृद्धि और विकास के लिए उपयोग कर सकते थे। डंपिंग ग्राउंड के ऊपर या जगह जगह पर रखे कचरे को लोग जला रहे हैं। जलाने से कई तरह की दूषित गैसें निकल रही है, जो हमारे स्वास्थ्य के लिए एवं वातावरण के लिए अत्यंत ही हानिकारक ही नहीं, मृत्यु के मुख तक ले जाने वाली जहरीली गैसें हम उसमें से उत्पन्न कर रहे हैं। हमारे देश का दुर्भाग्य है कि अभी कचरा जो आता है, जो ऑर्गेनिक मटेरियल है, वो नहीं होके उसके अंदर कई तरह का प्लास्टिक है, कपड़े हैं, पत्थर हैं, कांच के टुकड़े हैं, ये सब उसके अंदर आते हैं। तो बायोडिग्रेडेबल मटेरियल होता तो उसका खाद बन जाता, लेकिन ये सब चीज़ें बायोडिग्रेड नहीं होती है। इसके लिए हमें एक सेग्रीगेशन करना पड़ता है। सेग्रीगेशन करने के लिए हमें मशीनों का उपयोग करके खाद को अलग करना पड़ता है, और जो नॉन डिग्रेडेबल मटेरियल है उसको हमें अलग करना पड़ता है।
The most harmful part of the garbage which man artificially makes is plastic filled with a number of toxic chemicals. Therefore, use of and exposure to plastics has been linked to a number of health concerns affecting people around the world.
In Ireland, they wanted to minimize the use of carry bags. So they have a 5-cent tax in every bill if a plastic bag is given, the price of it is added in the bill. When people see that, they say, why should I pay? I can as well bring my bag from home. So what we need to strictly enforce is not a ban on the carry bags, but a ban on the shopkeeper giving it free. He must separately indicate it on the bill. Then it strikes people that they can as well bring their carry bags from home.
Plastics in garbage are composed of major toxic pollutants and have the potential to cause great harm to the environment in the form of air, water, and land pollution. Put simply, plastic or waste pollution is when plastic or waste has gathered in an area and has begun to negatively impact the natural environment, creating problems for plants, wildlife, and even human population. Often, this includes killing plant life and posing dangers to local animals.
Imagine the waste which you may have seen uncleared in front of your house, stinking and giving out. Imagine a hill of that, just covered with mud. It's not going to solve any problem. Inside, it is still decomposing, generating methane. And if you go to Achan, you will see some pools of leachate on the surface, and you can see the methane actually bubbling up, visibly bubbles through the leachate. That can speak to you and show you how much pollution and climate damaging gases we are generating willfully by making a huge anaerobic heap of airless heap of waste.
Burning of garbage in the open air leads to environmental pollution due to the release of poisonous chemicals. The polluted air, when inhaled by humans and animals, affects their health and can cause respiratory problems. All is not lost yet, but it is high time that we act before it's too late.